Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. What I'm busy unboxing is a Compas folding bike, and the main reason that I'm actually buying this is when I'm out in the field these days photographing, because I'm going to a lot of different locations, and I've started going to locations where I can quite easily walk in one day maybe 10 kilometers. And what I've decided to do to make things a lot easier for myself is buy this folding bike, that if ever there's a day that I need to be able to get to a specific area that's on a reserve, take Lakenheath for example, the main area to be able to view your bitterns is easily 3 kilometers away. So it takes a long time to be able to walk to that area. And what I like to do is be able to get to an area, get to the area that I actually want to photograph or video, and then on my way back I'll leisurely walk through the reed beds, I'll walk through the forest, and that way I can still do it with the bike if I want to. So that's basically the idea. So what I'm actually doing, I'm killing two birds with one stone today. I'm showing you the unboxing of this, and I'm going to show you how to be able to assemble a standard bike. So I'm going to read the instructions, which is down here, which is the main part, and then I'll get back to the video. That's what I've been looking for, is the stand. Makes things a lot easier for you. And where I initially saw this was online at Go Outdoors, and I watched the video of this bicycle for the assembly and everything. Totally different. In fact, I think it's going to be a lot easier to assemble this than what was actually on the video that I saw. The reason that I bought it from Go Outdoor is I've been looking at their online store for quite a while at the moment, because I intend buying some camping equipment to be able to go away up to the Isle of Mull in Scotland. And I says to myself, this will be easy, this bike, to be able to fold away, throw in the back of the car, along with the rest of the camping gear. The weight doesn't really bother me. It's not as if I'm going to carry it around and commute in any city or other where you can put these things into a bag, put it over your shoulder and then go inside your office or whatever. This is always going to be put inside the car. So let's carry on and see what we can find. The only other thing that what I found of any significant difference is in the video it says that all the tools actually come with this, and that's not the case. But then again, I only paid £170 for this. They've got a special offer, 50% sale on this bicycle at the moment. Normally it's about £300 and odd. And I was, as I say, lucky enough to be able to get this for 170. So what I'm going to do, strip away all the packaging, and then hopefully you can pick up how to be able to assemble this yourself, and you'll actually find that it's actually quite easy. The other thing that I was going to say, I was brought up in an engineering environment, and I served my apprenticeship with Dorman Long Swan Hunter as a mechanical engineer. That's what I started off as. And if I'd ever used this tool, what we call in South Africa a shifting spanner, I would have been fired straight away. Because this tool you never ever use, and they don't even want to see it inside your toolbox. When you're a mechanical fitter, you've got to have every single spanner from 1 all the way up to a 48 millimeters, and this never ever goes inside. But because I can't be bothered to go to the garage, and this I found lying in one of the cupboards, that's why it's going to get used. The only place that I actually need a spanner is actually putting on the pedals of this bike. Otherwise I would have gone to the garage and got a 15mm spanner. And the average person would never ever have a 15mm spanner, because it's not a spanner that's normally used. That's actually the main cable tie that is actually needed on the bike. And what that does is just for this section here, that you loosen off that one screw. It's like a locking vise, and you just nip that into place, and then you turn that round, and that's basically it assembled. The main part, from what I can actually see, the only adjustments that you actually need is the height of your seat, the height of your steering column, and then to be able to turn these brake handles around. Oh, it's even got a bell. And you know, normally with bikes these days, you can go out into a shop, spend £800 on a bicycle, that'll just be the standard bicycle. What's really nice with this, it basically comes with everything. It's got a nice gear ratio on it. It's got this basket, this carry-on basket that goes on the back, which to me is the most important part, because what I intend doing is either getting bicycle saddles to be able to fit onto this area here, and until that arrives I'll just basically put my rucksack on the back here and then use bungee cables to be able to secure it. Once this seat is actually higher up, there'll be a lot more room underneath the seat to be able to put everything in position. For the money, it's really, really worth it. when you're fitting paddles onto a bicycle, make sure that you get the pedals on the right side, and you've normally got marked a left and a right. Keep an eye out for that. I was actually saying it doesn't come with any tools, but it does throw in a couple of tools. It's actually given me a pliers, sorry, not a pliers, an Allen key to be able to twist this around, which is good. I was hoping that they would give me the bicycle spanner that they showed in the video. That was very fancy. It was in the shape of like an axe, but with all the different size spanners that you need for the bicycle. It had a long reach on it that all you would have had to do was turn the pedal and then just give one final bump at the end to be able to tighten up the pedals themselves. So what I'm going to do is adjust this saddle up to the same height as the handlebars now, that I can turn this upside down. It'll be a lot easier to be able to work with. And what I also have to do is find a star screwdriver. And this is a really nice little feature as well. It actually comes with this little stand that you can also adjust for whatever height you want it to stand at. Real good value for money, which you don't often get these days. Just going to turn this bell down, otherwise it will get damaged when I stand it upside down. So, quick release for the seat. I think what I'll do is just bring it up to its maximum first of all there, and then just lock it back in position. Can smell the grease that's on here. And even though what I haven't got today is a little bit of grease for the pedals, during the week I will go out and get some, take the pedals back off, and then make sure they've got a bit of grease. Just working out the left from the right here. it looks like I'm going to have to go downstairs and definitely get a 15mm spanner, because the width of the shifting spanner is too wide to be able to get inside for the pedals. So what I did was go out to the garage, found a 15mm spanner, and then what we do, we just tighten that up. Don't over tighten these things, just basically nip them. They actually give a torque reading of what you're supposed to set it at. But I think that's just going over to the top. And I've got a torque wrench, but my torque wrench works on sockets. So that's that, all nipped up. What I want to do is just have a quick look at this and extend this because it's a little bit too short. For those people that don't enjoy seeing people working with shifting spanners, just turn your head. Actually, I've just realised that you can do it with a screwdriver. That's the only part that I've actually seen on the whole of this bicycle that's a little bit Mickey Mouse. Because what happens, they've got this little clamp here and this whole bracket is acting like a crimping tool. Don't like that. There we go, I've basically got the height right now for this to be able to stand quite nicely. And then what we do, we'll turn the bell back around. Tighten that back up nicely. Just have a quick look here to see what size Allen key it is that we've got to use. Just giving the brakes a bit of a test there. That's the back brake, that's the front brake. So what I'm going to do is actually set the height of the seat now. Now, back in my cycling days, I was actually told that the right height for a bicycle to use with your pedals is to be able to have the seat that your leg is not totally extended on the pedal, but just slightly bent, and that's actually quite comfortable for me. Obviously got to get used to this bike and everything still. The other thing that I've actually noticed that needs adjusting is the alignment of the front wheel. So what I've done is just adjusted the front wheel there. Yeah guys, that's basically everything in a nutshell. The only other thing that I've got to do is be able to pump these tyres up and then take it outside, get into the driveway and give it a test up and down the street. This is not a bicycle that's going to be used for every single day purpose. Just if I want a little bit of exercise, take a ride down to the local park, and especially, as I say, go into big reserves. Because what I intend doing over the next couple of months as well, we're just going into August. Next week is the kids' bank holiday where they all break up. I think it's on the 22nd, and what I want to do is go down to Suffolk to Minsmere and a couple of the other reserves that's down there, and those areas are quite vast, and that's what's in the back of my mind, to make sure that I'm not going to wear myself out. And it's only going to be a couple of days that I go down there, and I want to see as much as possible. So, as I say, hope this has helped you guys, and I'll see you the next time. Hi guys, I thought I'd just give you a quick little update on something that I didn't tell you about yesterday. Here we've actually got a quick release where the whole bike actually folds in half, that when this thing packs down, what you can actually do the seat folds right down. This collapses completely and it can fold up into a little bag. So what I've actually done is just taken it for a little ride this morning, and it's been forecast for rain, and believe it or not, it's actually chucking it down at the moment, but I've got the cover open for the car here and I'm parked right underneath a big tree. And my first impressions on the bike, really good, thoroughly enjoyed it. A couple of little things that could do with being fixing up. The one is the seat has got a little bit of a tendency to be able to slip at the moment, but I'll look into that once I get back and probably put a clamp or something on it, or be able to crimp it in some way. And the main thing, as I was telling you guys yesterday, it's just now so easy to be able to fold this bike up and throw it into the back of the car. I made one mistake being greedy this morning. I was actually thinking along the lines of doing a bit of photography as well. And the way the bike's set up at the moment, that you've got to put your rucksack on the back of the bicycle, it's not really working, because it's difficult otherwise to be able to ride the bike and then have the camera strapped to you. I should have just stuck with testing the bike out today, but as I say, I was greedy. So there it is, guys. I'll actually leave it for the moment, and I'll see you the next time.